Good evening. So it's Monday, 8 p.m. live yoga flow with myself, Liz. I'm going to be taking you through the next 60 minutes, and it's Monday. So, Monday motivation. Tonight's focus is going to be on pushing yourself past some of your boundaries, some of your limited thoughts that we may have that, I can't. So, we're going to really focus in on listening to our bodies and pushing through a little bit, making a conscious effort to not stay in our comfort zone tonight. So, Monday motivation is the focus tonight. So let's build up and stoke up a bit of heat in the body, and let's just enjoy the practice. So do listen to your body, take a comfortable seat on your mat, on your bum, and elongate your spine. So I'm excited. Beginning of a new fresh week. Loads of lovely things going on. Had a busy day, so this is really welcomed to bring my evening to a close, and I hope you enjoy it also. Listen to the options. If at any point you do need to pull back, just pull back and sit into a child's pose, or just sit up nice and tall and breathe deep, and this will relax the nervous system, and you can rejoin me then when you're ready. So close down your eyes, and if you don't want to close your eyes, drop the eye gaze down. That will help the nervous system relax, and it will take away all of this external stimuli that we have that's going to make us want to look around and become distracted. Our focus is try and turn the energy now within. Now, as you do that, I want you to take a big deep breath in through your nose and a heavy exhale. So 2 more times, in through the nose and a heavy exhale. Final one. Releasing all tension, stress, let it go. You're going to just welcome your mind and your body into this present moment. So get rid of the shimmying, move around, separate the muscles, and get a comfortable seat. Now allow yourself to think of everything up to this point. So you got up, the day that you've had, whether it was good or whether it was bad. Just bring your awareness and allow it to scan through everything that's happened today, right up to this present moment. So you're allowing yourself to acknowledge what has already been, so it can't act as a distraction then. With each breath you become more anchored, more present, and more at ease. The shoulders soften as you exhale, the jaw relaxes. Making a conscious connection now to your breath, being aware of the inhalation and equal awareness as you breathe out and you let the breath go. Bring your hands into prayer position at the center of your chest and take a deep breath into your heart. And as you breathe out, visualize your breath cleansing any doubt, any worries, any stress. So breathe in right into the heart center. Letting go, breathe out. Take a moment now and set an intention for this yoga practice that we're going to share. Remembering how powerful that your own intention is. Flutter open the eyes and bring yourself over into child's pose. So Monday motivation is about making yourself work a little bit harder maybe than you have done on the previous practices. There's always room for improvement. As you bring your knees wide, allow the big toes to tap towards each other. Slide your bum back towards your heels and stretch your arms forward. If your forehead doesn't reach the mat, you can even use a pillow or a blanket just so that the neck can surrender. If we hold here, we're going to cramp and hold tension in the shoulders. Yeah, we're going to counter. We're not going to create more softness. Is really what we want, and space. So head down, body down. Grounding our energy, connecting with the earth, connecting with the mat. Feeling that support underneath you, feeling the hands, the feet, the shins and the knees. You are rooted, you are grounded. Come on up into all fours, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, eye gaze goes forward to the top of the mat. Take a deep breath in, and I want you to allow the belly to hang and the heart to open towards the door, in my case. So the heart goes forward. Round the spine, take another breath in. And as you exhale, round, so chin to chest, natural curve from the lower back, hands firmly into the mat, hold at the top. I want you to softly rock forward and backwards over the wrists, so over and backwards, over and backwards. You can change direction if you wish, keeping that roundness. Coming back to neutral, hold, taking a breath in, exhale, hang, soften, coming into cow pose. Be aware of the energy in your feet and push your tailbone up towards the ceiling and radiate that energy from your heart. Round the spine, chin towards chest, coming into cat pose. Rock forward and backwards this time. You're bringing awareness now into your hands and your wrists, your forearms. From here, coming into neutral. Draw the navel in, and I just want you to concentrate on holding that energy of your navel, pulling in slightly. So this is sometimes that we can just do automatically without any awareness. We're constantly trying to suck in, suck in, suck in and hold. Just a soft contraction, so just pulling in lightly and holding, connecting with that point, your solar plexus. Now make sure the knees are directly underneath your hips, and if they're not, shimmy them so they are. Root into your feet, take an exhale as you push up off the mat, and if this is too intense, just come back down, okay? So push up, you can come up and down, you don't have to hold up. Make sure that your hips and the knees are in line. The body's going to want to push you forward if you're looking for an easier route. So make sure that your hips and your knees are in line. Suck the tummy in and hold. Release down. Left hand, right leg goes nice and long. Push and square your hip off to the mat. Toes are down to the mat. Thumb up towards ceiling. Exchange sides. Take your time as you do. Remember please that the neck is an extension of your spine, so don't let it just hang. It's supported by drawing the chin in. Alternate. Connect your movement with your breath. Sucking in again, so keeping the awareness in the energy point, which is your solar plexus, by drawing the navel in just ever so slightly towards the lower back. You're also going for length here rather than height. So you push the arm long and the foot long rather than lifting up and doing a big bow in the back. We just want to keep the core engaged. Keep changing. Already generating a bit of heat into my shoulders and in my tummy, I hope you are. Coming back down. Take the hands slightly forward, curl your toes under and take your forced downward facing dog with the practice. Now bring your heels towards the mat. You do not have to touch, okay? Push your heart back towards your thighs and pull your shoulders down your spine. You're going to feel the head come closer towards the mat. If you're cramping up here, take a big exhale and use the breath to soften. Pedal into the heels right and then left, so right and then left. Now just hold your downward facing dog when you've done some movement to create a bit of space in the body by pedaling out into the calf muscles. Root into your hands, be really aware of the grip on the mat. Take the eye gaze forward, you're going to walk all the way towards the top of the mat. And you're going to hang in dangling, bringing your weight equally onto all four corners of your feet, crown of the head down, grip the elbows and sway from right to left. Bring your head into the motion. Just breathe. Just try to stay with me. Try to be really present as we practice tonight. Don't let the mind wander. Feel into your body. Let the arms go. And roll up, stacking the vertebrae one at a time on top of each other. One at a time. When you get to the very top, stand in Tadasana, mountain pose. So stand tall, stand proud. Four corners of the feet anchored. Knees strong with a soft, supple bend. Hips, square them off. So rock forward and backwards and find that middle ground. Everybody's posture is different, so your middle ground is different to mine. Suck your tummy in, draw your shoulders back and down, and push your fingertips down towards the mat. Every posture, standing posture, comes from Tadasana, from this strong presence in our body, allowing the energy to really flow into every single cell. Breathe in and stretch your arms up. And then as you exhale, come forward with a softness in the knee. Inhale and lengthen the spine, a halfway lift. The right leg steps way back and the eye gaze goes forward. Taking a breath in, you're going to tap the knee down to the mat and float your arms up. Anjalayasana. Pull the shoulders down the spine and let the hips fall forward, creating length and space. And when you move into that space, engage the body by pulling in towards the midline. So the front heel pulls back and the back knee pulls forward. Option here, hands on hips. Hands down to mat, step back to downward facing dog. Taking a breath in, and as you exhale, step the right foot forward this time. And if it doesn't land, it's way back here, pick it up and place it. Look forward to lengthen the spine. Knee down. Floating up with the inhalation, the arms go to the ceiling. Breathe out. When you got the space, you integrate. You pull in. Maybe close down the eyes for a breath or two. Maybe lift the eye gaze up to release the neck. Please move whatever way feels good for you. Hands down to the mat. Step back to down dog. Eye gaze goes forward and the left foot steps in between the hands. You push into the back heel as you rise up into a high lunge. Your option is the back knee down again if you want it. Interlace your fingers at the base of your spine and pull the knuckles back and down towards your back heel. Exhale, move in a little bit more, only if it feels okay. Listen to your own body. Squaring off the hips and breathing, connecting the movement with your power, which is your own breath. Hands down, body down. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward, power step. Once you land and you got your foundations, rise up. Tap the fingers and then interlace at the base of the spine. Once you feel stable, move in and challenge the body, looking for a greater range of movement. Hands down. Left knee comes to the back of the right. Take a breath in as you sit down, come into a seated twist position. This is too tight, send this leg, the left leg long in front, like this. Root down into your two sit bones, hold the knee in nice and close, and breathe out as you twist and look over your right shoulder. Move in a little bit more as you breathe out. The breath is what creates the space. So utilize it every time you breathe out. Check in to see if the body is saying move. It is going to speak to you. It might be saying stay. Come back. Take the right foot long, the left sole of the foot. And you're just going to softly bend by creasing over. So think up and over. You're going to reach up and overhead. Now remember, we're in the warm-up phase. Don't start trying to reach for the toe. We're just lifting up the muscles off the ribs. As you come up, you're going to pivot to face that foot. Reach your arms up And exhale, hands down. You're going to inhale, halfway lift. And then you're going to exhale, move a little bit deeper. Grip wherever you can on the leg. If you need to bend the knee, go for it. Yeah, once you're getting a sensation of length in the body, you're perfectly okay in whatever way you're making that shape. Lengthen the spine, roll out of the posture and cross the legs. Find yourself in the middle of the mat, taking a breath in. As you breathe in, reach forward with the fingertips, root down into your sit bones, and exhale, soften the elbows down towards the mat, but keep the heart pushing forward, so don't close down. This is quite an active pull or an active lengthening of the spine, so you're not collapsing downward. Rise up, keeping the right foot exactly where it is. Take your left, guide it up and over. Anchor yourself in again so that you've got your positioning. If you need to lengthen out, if you feel, oh, I'm just a bit too bound, lengthen out the bottom leg in front of you. Right hand wraps around the knee and you sit really tall. As you breathe out, you move slowly into the twist. You should be feeling this into your bum muscles, your glutes, into the lower back, maybe even right up the upper back. Everybody's body is so unique, it's so different, which is what makes us all so awesome. Twisting out of the posture. Guide the left leg, bring it along. Sole of the right foot makes a light connection with the inner thigh. Arm goes down. You breathe in to lift and you exhale to reach up and over. Remember, don't start trying to reach the toes and twisting. We're only creating a bit of space here, and this is going to help us to breathe deeper and detoxify the body. Flushing out our cells, releasing stress and pent up tension in the body. Breathe out to release from each posture. Breathe out. Find your seat and twist towards the long leg with your left leg. Push up towards the ceiling. Imagine you're trying to reach up towards the ceiling or the sky, wherever you are. Soften your shoulders, and as you exhale, hinge forward from your waist. Take a breath in, lift again. You're just creating small micro adjustments. When you breathe in and lift again out of the posture, it creates even more space. Now exhale, close down, body down. Moving back away from the leg as you rise up, cross your feet or your legs, your ankles. Sitting nice and tall on your sit bones. Close down the eyes, hands are facing open. That's generally symbolization that you are open to receiving energy. Now if you're feeling really scattered and a bit all over the place, maybe turn your hands downwards, and this is symbolizing that you want to ground and center yourself. So whatever you feel intuitively drawn to do with the hand position. Hands into heart, drawing in all that you need. Wearing a soft smile on your face, relaxing the eyebrows, unclenching your teeth, taking this breath, this moment, check in. Now deep breath in, and as you exhale, hands forward, body forward, step back, down dog. Glide into a high plank. If you need to descend to the knees, please choose that option. Squeeze your bum, push into the mat with the hands, and lengthen every single part of you from your heels up to the crown of your head. Feel like the skull practically lengthen, the skin on your scalp. Take the left elbow down towards the mat and pivot your knuckles over towards the right hand. Reach up, coming into a side plank. If you need an easier or slightly less intense option, bend the underneath leg, but keep the hips square, don't let the hip fall back. Top hand floats to mat. Your elbows are directly underneath your shoulders now. Squeezing the bum. Remember, this is an option down on the knees. Staying connected with breath. Take the right fist in towards the midline. You're going to lift up and away. Push the hips up towards the ceiling. Arm goes up. Your eye gaze can be up or it can be forward or down. So whatever feels better for your neck. I like to look up because it encourages me to go up. If I look down, I tend to collapse a little bit. Back into a full plank, facing downward. Pressing into your hands, left and then right. Walk your feet in a bit and find downward facing dog. If you need child's pose, go for it, okay? Take it. From here, you're going to lift the left leg up towards the ceiling and draw the knee in towards your nose, round your spine. Kick up. Knee to nose. One more. Holding in. Step that foot in between the hands and ground the back heel down. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. A deep knee bend on the front, a strong straight leg on the back, and a soft eye gaze. This is your focus, this is your intention. Bring it back and send it out. If your arms are fatigued and if you're fairly new, put your hands on your hips and allow your strength and stamina to build up gradually. But just be respectful of yourself and, enjoy the practice. Two legs straight and strong, hands to hips. Wide-legged forward fold all the way down, slow, controlled. Hands underneath shoulders. Rise up halfway and hold. Exhale, crown of the head towards the mat, elbows pinching in and back. Coming up halfway, extend or take the toes, sit back into the heels slightly and bring the elbows to the knees. You're going to just softly rock from right to left, dropping the shoulder heads in towards the midline. Firm into your feet, make sure that you feel very stable, keeping the deep knee bend if that's available to you. You're going to take the hands and send them right up towards the ceiling. Exhale and release. Take the right hand towards the midline of your body and take the left elbow in contact with the right. You're crisscrossing, thumb in towards your nose, wrap your arms like ropes, standing up nice and tall, and then as you breathe out, sit back, sit down as if you're saddling a horse. Rise up, open out into Warrior 2, please, on the right side. Realign your feet as necessary. Heel and arch of the back foot are in line. Hands to hips, bringing the feet forward, setting up as if you're doing a wide-legged forward fold. Hinge forward from the waist, leading with the heart. Stop halfway, please, and hold. Interlace the fingers at the base of the spine. Pull the knuckles back away from the body. And then as you come forward, have the intention of bringing your knuckles up and overhead. Release the bind with the hands, allow the hands to find the mat. Halfway lift, lengthen through the spine. Hands to waist. If that feels too intense, put your hands back down onto the mat. Take a breath as you lengthen through the spine and as you pull the shoulders back towards each other, as if there's magnets on the back, pulling the scapula back and open to open the chest more. The hamstrings now are probably really firing up. Just breathe. Heels in, toes out. Sit back, sit down. If you need to straighten your legs, go for it. You're going to take the left hand to the middle. You're going to take the right elbow on top of the left. The left thumb in towards your nose. You're going to wrap and bind like ropes, sitting back, sitting down lower. So eagle arms. Now compress and squeeze the wrist, the elbows, the hands. So you're not like just holding. There's actual energy in this grip all the way down into the shoulders and into the back. Breathe out. Sit a little bit more. If you need to stand up tall, go for it. Hands down, straighten out the legs. Setting the feet up for wide-legged forward fold. Look towards the short end of the mat. Walk the feet to the left. And step forward, please, into a forward fold. So forward into a forward fold. Breathe out and release the weight of your body downwards towards the mat. Soften the shoulders, let them come forward for a breath or two. Let everything hang. Keeping that energy, but bring more focus and awareness to the shoulders to go back away from the ears so that there's length in the neck. Keeping a little gap at the heels. Bring the feet towards each other so there's a gap at the big toe and slightly at the heels. Breathe in to lengthen the spine halfway and hold the position there. Now as you breathe out, you're going to sit back and down into Utkatasana, arms up and overhead. Your option is hands on hips. If you need to straighten out and come back in, yeah, that will be a release. It will take the tension off the thigh muscles. But if you can, sit back, sit down. Don't flare out the ribs, so bring the ribs in towards the hips. So it's not a big arch on the back, it's more integrated, squeezing into the obliques, into the tummy muscles, and allowing the butt to work and the thighs to work, and the calves. Sit down, go for it. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Right leg way back, eye gaze forward. Step back to plank, please. Knees, chest and chin. Knees, chest and chin. Scoop up, baby cobra. Going back into a downward facing dog. Take the right leg, excuse me, send it up to the sky. Knee to nose. Hold. Kicking up. And again. Final time. Hold here, pipe up the spine and step the foot forward. When it lands, you're going to step forward into a forward fold. Close down. Breathe in, halfway lift. Heel toe the feet in, setting up for Utkatasana again. Sit back, sit down, float up with the hands. Anchor into the feet. Steady off your breath. Tap the hands on top of each other, yeah? So back of the palm of the hand on top of the right. Palms are facing down. You're going to sit back, sit back, sit back, sit all the way down. And then you're going to allow your bum to find the mat. Kick the legs forward, setting up for a variation of Nirvasana pose, boat pose. Open out your arms. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, grip here, and softly rock back. Rock up, tap, and hold. Arms go long. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, grip, rock back, tap the floor, recenter, come back. 2 more, okay? This just feels yummy on the back, I think. Lengthen the legs, pull your bum back to create some space. Find your sit bones. Yeah, you're coming to Dandasana, staff or stick pose. Pull the toes back towards you as you really firm into the back of the thighs, the calves, as if you're trying to push your legs down into the mat and make an indentation. So it's not just that they're resting on the mat, you're actively firming down into the mat. Push the crown of the head up towards the ceiling and just breathe in and out through your nose if it's comfortable. If not, just breathe in and out through the mouth. Flutter open the eyes if they're not already open. Take the right foot and swing it back and bend into the left knee. You're setting up for pigeon pose. Take the hands forward. You're going to bring your right hip over towards the left heel. So you're going to sweep up and over, curl the toes under, push the heel back and then anchor back down into the mat. This is enough for your body and you're getting enough of an opening into the hip and the back. Stay there please. If you want more intensity on this pose, bring the elbows down, and if you want even more, you can come into a variation called sleeping pigeon and extend the arms long and bring the forehead to the mat. Now can you firm your shin bone into the mat? So don't make this a passive pose, make it quite active. So pressing the knee, the shin bone and the foot, anchoring it down into that mat. So the left leg is very active and the right big toe is pushing down into the mat. So you're pushing down and the world is pushing back and supporting you. Hands underneath shoulders, rise up, allow the back side to find a connection with the mat, sweep that back leg around, sit with your ankles crossed, elongate the spine, feel the difference into the right and the left, just be aware of energy, sensations, emotions that ripple in and out through the body. Your yoga practice fluctuates just as much as your breath will fluctuate, yeah? When the breath becomes short and laboured, it's generally because, the effort might be a little bit too much. If it's a natural current, it's generally because you're finding that, just right part of the posture. Keeping that anchored with the right hip downwards, so pressing the knee down, sweep the left leg back. You can choose to remain at a 90-degree angle, or you can take the hands into the mat as you flip up and over. Remember that one side is generally tighter than the other, and that's completely natural, completely normal. Option number 2 and option number 3. Back and out pose in your own time and in your own pace. Allow the body just to find the support of the mat as you bring the back leg forward. Press back into the hand and you're going to push your heart forward. Feel a bit of weight in the right and the left knee, so don't let this all happen. The body just springboards back up and the heart collapses and sinks. You push your heart forward and you firm into the right and the left knee downward. And just take the eye gaze softly up. If there's any pressure on the neck, you can just look forward. Just allow this space to come into the body gradually, so don't, an effortless effort I suppose. breath in. Exhale, bend the elbows, lengthen out the legs. If this is available to you, you're going to come up into, I'm going to show you the option first, okay? So here's the option. You can stay here for a reverse tabletop, or you can extend the legs, root into your heels and into your hands, squeeze your bum and push your hips up towards the ceiling. So you choose which variation really suits you tonight. Remember, it's Monday. We need to challenge our asses. Tremor is good. Yeah, heat, body is good. There's nothing wrong with your neck if you've no injuries. Let the chin go towards the ceiling, creating an opening into the throat chakra. This will assist in better communication and allow more breath to flow and ease into the body. Body down. Curl up into a gentle ball, so don't grip too much. Soften the arms. Bring the forehead down towards the knees. Crisscross the legs, roll over, downward facing dog. From down dog, high plank please, glide in, chaturanga, elbows in, eye gaze forward, upward facing dog, squeeze your bum, heels in, root into the right and left hand, downward facing dog. Breathe out, heavy exhale. Firm into the left and the right heel, the right and left hand on the hand, eye gaze to navel. Take the left knee in towards your chest and take that left foot across the body and push the leg long and open into fallen triangle. You can warm away with the legs if you want to open a little bit more. Right hand comes down to the mat. Take the foot back into downward facing dog. Excuse me. Take the right knee in towards the chest. Once you've got that stable, hand and heel to butt, glide the right foot out to the left side, flip the body and reach up, up, up and away. Find downward facing dog. Take a breath out as you glide into that high plank. Chaturanga, elbows in. Squeeze in the butt, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Taking another breath in to prepare, and as you exhale, bring the knees to the mat. Sit the heels back towards the back side and take the left arm across the body, stretching into the shoulder. So just make sure that the arm is quite relaxed, that you're not crouching and shortening everything in the body. Remember, soften here and lengthen here. Changing sides. Now your option is to take the arms back behind and you're going to grasp the elbows. So you can just grasp the elbows, sitting down on the heels. If you can, you're going to take the palms of the hands into prayer and you're going to warm them up the spine and then allow them to reconnect. Make sure the ribs aren't flaring up towards the ceiling. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, soften the ribs and allow them to float downward just over your hip heads. So over the hips. Eye gaze can be forward or it can be down. Staying in that pose for a few breaths, and if it feels too much on the arms, just release. Yeah? So remember that pain is like it's a sharp electric sensation. It's okay to feel discomfort. It's just not okay to feel pain as you practice yoga. Discomfort is generally where change and adaptation takes place. Pain is where injury grows and takes place. Now breathe out. Allow the little finger edge to slide down your spine. That should actually feel really good. Allow the hands just to float towards the mat. Oh. And just allow the blood to flow into your fingertips. Close your eyes and feel it. Okay, fingertips in towards you as you bring some weight forward. If this is too intense, just work to wherever you can. Working into the forearm flexors and extensors, we're going to rock from right to left, creating small circles. Make sure the navel stays drawn in to support your lower back, that you're not just collapsing forward. Changing direction. Flip the palms of the hands forward and find downward facing dog, please. Bend into the knees and allow them to float just above the mat, but keep your arms straight and strong. Push back into downward facing dog. You're going to do that 3 more times. You're going to bend the knees and let them float just above the mat. Push your hands into the mat as if you're bringing your heart towards your knees and lift up. Good. From your downward facing dog, bring the left knee in towards your nose. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, bring the foot in between the hands. Short hop with the back leg, straighten out your legs. As you bring the heel towards the mat, lengthen into a halfway hold, nose towards knee, towards. It does not have to touch. Now square the hip off. Glide the hands forward so they're in front of the left foot. You're going to bend and you're going to kick the right leg up towards the ceiling. Take a grip of your left ankle. So you can hold here or you can keep the mat as a support. If you can, same deal with the nose in towards the knee, eye gaze up towards that right foot. Keep kicking, keep kicking. When you can't kick anymore, that's when you go a little bit more. Because it's just the mind telling you you can't. You've got to push past that limitation. Go for it. And release down. Bend the 2 knees, step forward, forward fold, inhale halfway. Breathe out, close. Left leg slides back. Hold into the hands. Hold the mat by gripping it lightly with your fingertips. Step back into down dog. Take your time. Right knee towards the nose. Hold there for a breath. Step it forward in between the hands. A little hop with the back leg to shorten stance. Straight and strong. Halfway. Nose and knee. Draw them in towards each other. Slide the hands forward, and as you bend the 2 knees, you're going to kick up and straighten the 2 legs. Right hand can grip around the calf or the lower ankle. Kick a little bit more, bring the nose back towards the knee, looking up towards that left foot. That's an option. The foot finds the mat. You step back into down dog. You float into that lovely high plank with full awareness. Chaturanga. Take a breath. Upward facing dog. Eye gaze up, head back. Downward facing dog. Hero pose, sitting back, sitting down. Virasana. Swing the legs forward. Lay back, lay down, and gather your knees in towards your chest. Draw small circles from right to left. Just allow the lower back to soften. Maybe some tension may have built up there. This is a nice way of just allowing a bit of space to come into that area. Take the soles of the feet together into a reclined cobbler pose, opening into the hips, feeling the back body connect to the mat. Hands wherever you feel intuitively drawn to place the hands, go for it. Allow the soles of the feet to find the mat. Take the right leg long, gather the left knee in and grip just below the knee onto the shin and pull in and up. Press the right heel down into the mat and roll the ankle joint of the left foot. Take the right hand to the outer left knee, guide it across the body, open the arm, take the eye gaze down the full length of that left arm. Coming back towards midline. Allow the two knees to bend and the feet to find the mat. Lengthen out the left leg, firmly into the heel, into the mat, gathering the right knee. Make a clasp below the knee joint as you pull in and up. Allow everything to soften, the breath to slow. Make it full. Visualize your breath going all the way down to your toes, your fingertips, crown of your head. Take the left hand to the outer right knee, and as you draw across, take the arm out. Take the eye gaze down the right fingertips. Don't be too forceful here. In. As you exhale, come back to the midline. Take the left foot towards the ceiling and guide it down below the right knee. Needle and thread can either grip the back of the thigh or it can grip the shin bone and allow the body to peel back down towards the mat as you firm and press away the left knee away from the body, chin in ever so slightly. Exhale, allow the body to unravel. Exchange sides, right leg goes up, guide it down. Option 1, option 2, head down, body down. breathe out. Softly allow the body just to move in whatever way it's requiring, whether it be a full body stretch, whether it be a tight ball of energy. Listen and check in here. Allow intuitive movement to come forward. And then in your own time and in your own way, find Shavasana, your resting pose. Closing down the eyes. Allow the arms to go wide, legs to go wide. And if for whatever reason the lower back isn't feeling comfortable, bend the knees and allow the knees to drop into the midline, and that's going to broaden and create more space into the sacrum area. Now I recommend that you rest in Shavasana from anywhere to 10 to 15 minutes. 15 minutes would be best, yeah. And this is where the magic happens. This is where all of this work that we do on the mat is integrated into the mind, into the body, and into the spirit. So don't skip Shavasana, it's super important. And after your practice, drink lots and lots of water to aid any clearances. If we had got any energetical blocks, when we drink lots of water, it flushes them out of our physical system, yeah, our physical body. So you may have different fluctuations in emotions, perfectly normal, yeah, that's, you're doing the work and it's working. So enjoy your Shavasana, and from all of my heart, namaste.